You've seen sound and light and color wrapping around itself and moving and flowing and impacting everything around it. You've seen it rippling out to where it affected not just your mind, but your heart and your body, where the legs started tapping and the mind disappeared and the heart started opening. And we are each that. We are light, sound, and color. We are creation. We are creative capacity itself. And yet we do not realize that we are also here as creator. We are the sons and daughters of creation. We were emboldened with a spark inside of us, inside of our hearts and our guts, a line of light that extends from down deeply into the earth, up through our feet, through the front of our spine, up into the high heavens. It connects us. It is our life support. It is the channel with which we connect. It is the electric impulse that moves within us, in, as, and through us in all moments, at all times. But especially when we remember that there is a line that we connect to Source with that also connects us to everything else. We are at one-ment when we are at one. And that means bringing the many different levels of us to that place of oneness, the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. But yet even that does not make us creator. Creator means removing everything. It means going from everything to nothing. It means going from the known to the unknown. It is the embodiment of space. Space. How much space do you have in your life? How much space do you have in your home? How much space do you make in your body? How much space do you create in a day? How powerfully are you being creator? And how deeply are you listening in the empty spaces? The empty spaces. Where are the empty spaces? First, we have to begin with what's full. Our lives are filled with things, lots of people, lots of to-dos, lots of places to go, lots of places to be. They're filled with ambitions and desires and wants. Our lives are filled with clutter. They're filled with the material, they're filled with the physical, they're filled with everything spiritual that we think we have to still do and attain. They are filled with the ambition and everything that we have yet to accomplish. And yet Spirit, Essence, God, Source, already possesses all of it. And yet we feel lacking in many different areas. But Spirit is space, and we are clutter. So we have to release in order to allow space to emerge. So we let go of what's in the home. We allow things to move out that no longer serve. We release the things that hold memories. We release the things that allow feelings that we no longer need. We let it go and we open the space for something new. We open the space to become something more sacred, more beautiful, more of a place of belonging. And as we clear out the space in our life, we clear out our mind. Because when you empty the clutter outside, you start to really see the clutter inside. And what's most beautiful is we have these amazing people in our lives that help us find that clutter that's on the inside. God bless them. They come forth, and if you really allow them to be the angels in your life, they're going to bring forth every single thought and belief that you hold that is not allowing you to have space. They're going to bring forth every single feeling and emotion, every single way that you go to the past or want to dive fully into the future, or how you want to act to go do something, or how you need to keep busy, or how you need to fall back into an addiction, whatever that might be, even if it's just turning on the TV. They are the ones They are the angels. And so when they come, hold them tight, hold them close. Be with them so intimately that every single thought comes up. So you truly understand who you have come to be and who you have believed yourself in your life to hold. And one by one, clear that clutter. Let that mind thoughtfulness, that mindfulness to be gone. We're not here to be mindful, we're here to be mindless. And as we release those thoughts and we release all of that clutter that has been held inside, we create space. Empty space. We create the place of no thought. But when we find the thoughts, we also find that our throat is cluttered. We start coughing and we start gagging and we start and we start doing everything like that because there's so much inside the throat that has to go to. Sometimes it's the stuff that we didn't say. Sometimes it's the stuff we want to say. Sometimes it's the stuff we couldn't say. And sometimes it's the stuff we need to say. But most of all, the stuff that we won't let ourselves remember that we can say. The stuff that's connected to the lightning source, the electrical rod high in the heavens that brings forth the words and the thoughts and the beliefs and the emotions, that allows the poetry and the song and the notes to fill the space. So we clog our insides, and there's more space. But it's meant to get out, just like the songs that we heard play, regardless of what those thoughts are, those words are, those feelings are that are held inside the throat, if they simply got out. Whether it's through painting or whether it's through poetry or through song or through dance, some creative expression, if they could just get out, then there wouldn't be the there would just be space. And there'd be a channel, an open channel with which to move, where the heart could flow. But the heart too is cluttered. In its darkened cavity, it holds all of the emotions and the feelings, all of the hurts and the pains. It holds all of the places of resentment and the grief and the sadness and the anger. It holds all the passions unfulfilled. It holds the dreams, the longing. Oh, the longing to belong. That's what the heart holds. And then we travel down that line and we find ourselves in the gut, and it's swirling with our sun, our central sun of power, the place where we want to go out in the world, the place where we want to stay inside, the place that swells because we're sitting on our passions, the place that flattens because we don't know what to fill ourselves with. And all we need is space because we're too full of the things that we don't need and the things that we don't want and the things that we think we can't have, but yet we cling to as our attachments. We're too full with the things that we say we're detached from, the things that we decide that we're going to let go of, and yet we still think of. We're so full. We're so full. We're so full of ourselves. We need space. Space to remember the emptying. Space to remember the release. Space to remember the core and the heart and the mind. The mind of Source that began as nothing, as no thing, as complete space, as the void, black as dark night, blacker than black, the void where there was nothing. Let me take you there. Let me take you to that place where creation begins. It was in the void that the sperm hit the egg and there was an explosion of color. It was in the void that the Big Bang happened and the universe was born. It was in the void that the night occurs and the dreams begin. It was in the void that the lover found the beloved. Let me take you there. Let me take you into space where you can be the light, you can be the star, you can be the endless array of planets and galaxies. But first you must begin in the blackness, in the nothingness, in the no oneness? Can you be nobody with no mind? A nobody with no mind, with no identity, with no belonging, with no one, with no past, with no future, with no family. Can you be nothing? Because I tell you, if you can, you will find that you are everything. You are all of it. You are every single spark that bursts. You are every flower and every flame, every mountain and every river. You will find yourself in every rainbow and in every swamp. And it will be beautiful. And it will be lovely. And it will be rich with color and sound. And it will be fiery with light. Will you let yourself have the space? What is it that you long for? Not the things that you're conditioned to long for, not the things that life tells you you're supposed to have, not the ways that the world has said that success looks like. What is it that you long for? What is it that your heart desires to do? What is it that your mind keeps putting in the way that doesn't let you follow that impulse? That inspiration that keeps nagging at your mind and pulling at your gut, that keeps prickling on your skin, that lets your hair stand up every once in a while. The one that has the numbers show up constantly, the ones that has the butterflies abound. What is it that you long for? What is the music of your soul? What is that thing that dances inside of you that you bottle down, that you make excuses for? What is that thing that you've said, not now, next week, next year, when this one gets older, when this one is healed, when this one passes? What is it that you long for? That thing that is beyond the amount of money in the bank account, that is beyond the certifications, that is beyond the degrees, that is beyond your capabilities, the thing that you have no clue how to do. What is that thing? That thing that is beyond age, beyond form, the thing that does not exist yet. If you don't know, then sit until that thing rises, until it swirls inside and it bubbles up your spine and it fills your heart and it blows your mind. What is that thing that sits in space? Let's go into space, shall we? Let me have you close your eyes and begin to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling deeply. Finding your form. Being in your body. Starting with your identity. Beginning with knowing exactly who you think you are. The personality, the identity, the body, the past, the future, the present, the people, the places, the things. Bring them all into the body, into the mind, and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Find that line of light on the front of your spine and let it light up like an electrical cord, a lightning rod, extending high into the heavens. Send it as high as it'll go, beyond our galaxy. So far high that it hits the void, the blackness of space. And allow that lightning rod to extend down into the earth, deeply into the core of the mother's womb, so deeply that it is in the darkest space, that space of nothing, that space of no one. As you breathe in and out, rise into your heart. And allow the heart to be darkened until you settle there. lighting it with your spark. The divine spark placed inside of you from Source, as Creator. The divine spark placed in love, of love, with love, as love. Breathe in and out of the spark. As you inhale and exhale, it increases, it expands, it brightens, it widens, it deepens, it pulses. It becomes a flame. As you inhale and exhale, fanning this flame, breathe until it becomes a fire. And in that fire, begin to drop your identity and burn it to ashes. The personality, drop it in. The dressing, let it smolder. The past, burn it away. The future, let it turn to smoke. And breathe, inhaling and exhaling, letting all the thoughts attached to those identities and personalities to become ash, leaving an empty space in the mind, clearing it to where you are no one, so that you can become someone, that you might become anyone, that you'll realize you're everyone. Inhale and exhale, and allow the throat to drip down everything it's been holding into this fire, that it melts away all of the hardened edges and the crud that is being held inside, so that you can allow a free flow of breath and word. Inhale and exhale, allowing all the feelings that are sitting high, encrusted on the walls of the heart, to begin to soften. Allow the resentments to pour into the fire, the anger, the grief, the sadness, the separation, the dreams, the future possibilities, the joys, even the discomfort of letting all that drop down. For you deserve greater, you deserve more, you deserve beyond what your mind can even imagine. Inhale and exhale, and in this place of blackness with the fire burning, begin to vision who you really are, the expansiveness, as you hear whispering from the flame, I am energy, spiraling and shifting, holding space, standing in stillness. I am sensory, I am movement, I am the confetti of celebration, the exhilaration of inspiration. I embrace everything, holding no judgment, having no time, for I am timeless, I am boundless. Dropping down into the throat, feeling steadfast in one direction, speaking the word, embracing all creation as perfection, activating the full capacity of conception, amplifying the truth of the moment, this momentous moment, bringing forth the emotions that have been hidden, initiating things into completion. You steward sacred beginnings and sacred endings. You are the vibration of like manifestation, co-creating with all creation, conceptualizing into form, facilitating birth in the unknown, midwifing wholly new beginnings, bringing dreams into reality, precious dreams, unknown dreams of fulfillment. See which has not been seen, to be which has not been. Place upon your line of light the things that you would have, the things that would create fulfillment, the things beyond this world. Place on your line of light sovereignty, freedom, radiance, bounteousness, fluorescence, incandescence, beauty, truth, brilliance, purity, freshness. Place upon your line of light the things that will fill your heart: community, creation, expression, voice, pleasure, sensuality, sexuality, intelligence. Place upon your line of light with intentional presence the truth. I create my reality. I awaken the higher power of creativity in my life. I open to the purity of being. I wait for inspired action. Inspired action. I wait. I wait. I wait until I'm inspired to act. I place my mind behind my eyes and hold with true focus and vision that which I desire. I see it clearly. I hold the vision. I keep the focus. I inhale and exhale nothing but creation. I put my blinders on to anything that would distract me. I keep my vision clear. I keep my heart open. I keep my core aligned. Inhale and exhale, bringing down the force of creation into you, knowing it has always been you. It has been waiting to express through you. Ask your heart, what would I have now? Ask your heart, what change will I embrace now? Ask your throat, what is it that I desire to express today? Ask your feet, where is it that you'd like to carry me? Ask your hands, how is it that you would like to serve? Ask your heart, who is it that you desire to love? As you inhale and exhale, awaken inside of you the vision of yourself, for you are the lover, you are the beloved, and between the two of you and the shadow that follows you, you have the full creative capacity to create anything that you desire. It is in your divine order to succeed. It is in your divine birthright to be blessed. It is in your divine inheritance to fulfill your Mother, Father, God's wishes. As they stand in celebration for all of who you are. Inhale and exhale, bringing your attention back to your line of light. Inhale and exhale, bringing your attention to your back against the chair. Inhale and exhale, becoming aware of your seat on the chair. Inhale and exhale, becoming aware of your hands on your lap. Inhale and exhale, become aware of your feet on the floor. And inhale and exhale, slowly bringing yourself back into the room, casting your eyes downward gently and opening them when you're ready. Inhaling in love, holding the space of love. Exhaling with love and holding the breath of love. I am Simran. Namaste.